Hey, today I'm going to show you what to check if your dryer timer is not advancing, or if you've checked all the other heating components and then now your dryer is still not heating. I'm going to show you how to see if your timer is the issue causing it potentially not to heat as well. So this is the dryer we're going to be looking at today. One of the most common issues, say if you put it on time dry and you start it here and it just doesn't move, it could potentially be the timer is bad. As well, if you've already checked your heating element, your thermal cutoff or thermal fuse, as well as your power supply, and your dryer still has no heat, it potentially is an issue with the timer as well. So let's get into this. I'm going to show you how to check the timer and see exactly what it's doing. If it's not working for the heat, we can check that with the multimeter. I'm going to also show you how to replace the timer if needed, if it's not advancing, or if we need to just go ahead and swap it because of the no heat. The main tools we're going to need today, as usual, is going to be a 1/4 inch nut drive like this. You can use one on like a screwdriver, or if you have one you can use on a drill or impact. And then also your multimeter, and that should be all we need today. And then you're also going to need just your replacement timer. It is optional to have like a paint scraper or something like this, so we can pop the top of the cabinet up. You can do it without popping the top up, but it's a little bit easier to take this top control panel off. So I'll show you how to do that shortly. First thing we're going to do is remove some of these 1/4 inch screws back here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to take this piece off first. All right, well that just fell right off. So now that we have that panel off, we're going to simply be able to get to the timer, which is right here. I am going to pop this up so we can get to it a little easier. So I'm going to grab my paint scraper or something to this, similar to this degree, and we're just going to push it in on either side and just pop up the 2 clips. Now we have those clips popped up, I'm just going to simply pull up on this, and then I'm going to turn it like this so we can have better access to the timer. So if you've already checked everything on your dryer, if you've checked your heating element, your thermal cutoff, and anything pertaining to the heat, make sure your power is good, and you still have no heat on your dryer, this will be the next step. So I'm going to show you how to test this. We're going to pull this. There's 4 wires connected to this plug here. We're going to go ahead and pull that off. And we're going to test right here to see if the heat is causing an issue, if this is the issue for heat. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull all of these wires off. So all of those just will pull right up, except for this one here. You can just put something kind of under it and then kind of pull out. It's got a little clip on it. Just be really careful. That goes to the timer motor. All right, now we're going to put our multimeter on continuity, and we're going to simply touch between pins 1 and 3 here. So the first and the third. And then we're going to make sure this is on time dry, high heat on this side. Make sure it's not on airflow. And then if we have continuity between this and this, it's usually good. But if you do not have continuity between these 2 pins, most likely there's an issue inside the timer, which is causing it not to have contact, which is causing it not to heat. So we're going to touch those 2 pins first. If we don't get continuity, we're going to go ahead and replace the timer. So I have it set on our high heat setting here. Now we're going to touch the pins, the first and third pin. And just like that, you can see we're touching the first and third pin, and we're not getting any type of beep or continuity. So that means this timer is not allowing the dryer to heat because there's no contact within the contacts inside of the timer. They're either burnt up or just not contacting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replace this timer. So we're going to pull this knob off first, just like that. And then we got 2 1/4 inch screws on this on each side. So we're going to simply pull this timer out, and then we're going to go get our replacement. All right, so we got our replacement timer. So we're going to set this in place here, and we're going to go ahead and put our 1/4 inch screws back in on either side. Put our knob back on. So we're going to go ahead and put this over on the time dry setting. And now I'm going to test it and make sure I have continuity between pins 1 and 3. So now we're going to go between pins 1 and 3 with the replacement timer. As you can see, we're getting continuity between those 2 pins. So this timer is good to go. We're going to go ahead and plug all our wires back. All right, just like that. Pop our control panel back into place. And then we're gonna put our back panel back on. Now that we got that button back up, you should be good to go. Go ahead and plug the dryer back in, give it a test try, and you should either be heating or that timer should be advancing again. I'm gonna leave a couple of these parts, like the multimeter and things like that, down in the description. If you need to get one of those, usually between 15 and 20 bucks, as well as the timer for this specific model. I'm gonna put that in the description as well. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment down below. If you want to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And you guys have a good one.